3 or 4 inches taller.
He is. He's a big boy and he starts in the ruck against Weiss. Well, in fact, Oakley may run in the ruck. So they're playing ducks and drakes with the ruckman, Thomson. Jamie Weiss doesn't care. He's just going for the footy and he will do so now against Oakley. And the umpire has found a free kick. The boundary umpire has it. And it's a Thomson free kick. So Dean Oakley will take it in the middle. 4-3-27 apiece as we start the second term. Oakley goes with the right foot kick towards half forward. Coley up against Fisher. Coley in front, use the body. In fact, it's Feldman. And it's out of bounds off hands. How am I going today, okay?
I just question the kick there, Laurie. Like, I reckon the bruise is going to that pocket. I would have thought Dean Oakley more to the other side would have been beneficial.
Yeah, we see Harrington kick two from out there, Rick, I think that's the spot to be.
Oakley from the ruck contest got it to Nick Maharis, then to O'Connor, wrapped up, got it back to Highland, got Yates on the wing if he wants to use him. No, he breaks the tackle, goes to centre half forward, pops it up, Weiss from behind, big thump away, Fisher as well, coming through O'Connor. Rob Tajani it was, got it through towards Sanders. In fact, it's Scown, goes towards centre half forward. And Longstaff goes in front. Now Stein doubles back around, right foot kick, just measures the kick towards Yates. Can't take the mark. Sanders against him. Through the middle of Coley, over the back now. Hesselwood on centre wing, chips the ball around the corner to Harrington. 3 against him, Roberts. Got a bit of time to set something up. Right foot kick, spiral torpedo towards the boundary line. Good kick for touch.
Well, he had no one to kick to. It was a very good effort.
He didn't. Melbourne Storm will be happy with that kick. And it will be a boundary throw in. Centre wing right in front of our commentary box. Nick Baharis with the one boot. As the boundary throw in for Yates and Hesselwood. Yates gets it down. All through the middle was Sanders. And got wrapped up, not going anywhere. Ball up will occur.
He's been lively, number one.
Yep, Marty Sanders. Nick Maharis off.
Just to change the boot.
Just to change the boot. Hesselwood got it down to Hearn. Thought about the handball, then went the kick towards Scown. So Scown goes through the middle, needs some support, got it away towards Dave Tajani. Now Harrington at half forward for North Geelong. Stein comes across, handball over the top, sets Edwards up. Harrington comes along. Edwards did well to tap it on towards O'Connor. Should have gone the footy, went the man. Sanders picks it up, that was the man. Harrington, handball back to Hesselwood. Handballs it back to Hearn on centre wing. Now the coach to set something up, chips the ball towards centre half forward, puts Kennedy under the pump. Ferguson to run onto it. He's an excitement machine, 30 metres and closing, and has kicked the goal.
Great stuff.
Andrew Ferguson has kicked his second. Great start for the Magpies. They go to 5-3-33. They lead Thomson 4-3-27. Raiders bingo, second quarter scoreboard, 2.5 minutes played.
Well, he's the sort of guy that interleague level showed what sort of pace he's got, Laurie. So he's a huge asset running into that forward line.
Well, I saw him at North Geelong this year, and I penciled him in for an interleague player straight away. But a guy that's got pace like that, boy, he is exciting. Jason called it beautifully. he slotted out there like a little racehorse. He was after it, and he was going only one place, and he was going to do one thing, kick a goal, exactly what he did.
So a good start for the Magpies, and a good start for Ferguson in the second term. His second, Nick Maharis back on the ground. Back in the middle, Oakley up against Weiss. Oakley gets it down towards O'Connor. Now Sanders. Gill sets Weiss a task. Through the middle, Highland now. Right foot kick towards centre half forward. Bounce will be important. Goes towards Hood. Left it behind in the end. Fries it was. Handball. Oh, back towards his teammate there.
Ran back into trouble.
In Rob Tajani. And got crunched not only by an opponent in Shane Stone, but by a teammate who ran across the top of him, Brett Fisher.
Quarter time, Myers reserve. Belpo still 2-3. Corio 5-4.
Boundary, ball up, centre half forward for Thomson. Oakley it was. He needs some support. Oh, North Geelong had numbers, but they ran forward to the ball. Oakley might give it away to him, though, and he does. Dave Tajani around the corner towards centre wing. Sets Longstaff a task against Aitchison. Yates coming across in support for Thomson. And it's off hands and out of bounds.
So North Geelong doing very well the first 4 minutes of this second quarter. They have the only goal for the quarter so far, and they are in front. Ball comes in now. Weiss from behind. Well, taps it down, but only as far there as Oakley's opponent. He's wrapped up, gets rid of the ball. Gibbs picks it up for North Geelong. Back to centre wing. Weight of numbers there for North Geelong. Longstaff towards half forward. Up high, Roberts over the top there of Harrington. And good defensive work. Punched for the boundary and found it. So they've curbed Harrington to some degree, Laurie.
Yeah, great selection move there. I believe he was the right bloke to get over there. He's a good, solid defender, and he's staying right with Harrington. That's exactly what you've got to do.
So the ball in from the boundary. Up high, Weiss. Beautiful tap to the back. Unfortunately, O'Connor was in the way. Picked up there by Highland. Oh, tackled very high by Russell Hearn, and I think probably accidental, but the free kick was there. Goes across the ground to Baxter. He kicks long, going to probably, I think, the defensive flank. Mark not taken by Coley. Comes back, overrunning the football. Hesselwood picked up by Nick Maharis. Handball back to O'Connor. Handball back to Mitchell. Mitchell now, time to kick the footy. And, well, nice pass on that occasion. Shane Stone diving forward at 50. Has taken the mark, half forward flank for Thomson. Decides to go for home. It's a beautiful kick. It's going to land almost in the goal square. Picked up by Hood at the front of the pack. That's where you've got to be, front and square. And Hood has kicked his second goal for Thomson. So the score goes 5-3 Thomson, 5-3 North Geelong. Raiders bingo, second quarter scoreboard, 5.5 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, it was good roving by Hood, front and centre, and as soon as it hit the deck, he was able to swoop on it and just put it over his shoulder and straight through the goals. Just a little bit excited, I think, the North Geelong side down there. They're going very, very hard at the footy and trying to control it, but you've got to make sure your skill level's up. The turnovers just cost them dearly there.
So back to the middle. Weiss, who's rucked unchanged so far for North Geelong, to do the ruck work against Yates. Giving Oakley a spell. Yates has to stand there. Weiss gets it down to Oakley, gives it away to Highland through the middle. Gets around Hesselwood easily. Now drives it towards the lead. Coming across was Dejani. Can't take the mark. Punched away by Troy Maharis. Hood's there again. Needs to pick it up. McDermott closing, but he picks it up, kicks it with the right foot across the face of goal. Fisher, can he keep it in? Yes, he'll be able to. And run from the left back pocket. Try and set something up. Weiss, long on centre wing, goes in that direction. Highland to create the contest, but Weiss stands his ground, the big man, takes the mark. Hesselwood and also Hearn in the middle, chips to Hearn, takes the mark. Not much running past, so has to turn around. Will kick the footy, Scown out wide, dangerous. So he elects to go straight down the middle, probably a better option. Goes long towards the leader, Dragosevic, comes out off hands Forbes. Sanders front and centre was great, 30 metres, drills the handball towards Dragosevic, but it was chopped off. Now comes back towards the Longstaff, he's a left footer, so he needs to get back on there. Now gives it to Sanders off a step, kicks the goal. So Marty Sanders has kicked his first. And once again, North Geelong reclaim the lead. They go to 6-3-39. Thomson 5-3-33. Raiders bingo. Second quarter scoreboard, 7 minutes played.
The last of the quarter time scores in the GDFL. Inverleith 3-3 lead Winchelsea 3-1. And Belmont Lions 7-4 lead Anarchy 5-1.
Gee, so some close games in round 11 of the GDFL at quarter time.
There's some good games on the day. No, none better than one we're just actually doing today. It's a fantastic game out there. It was just a bit footy smart there with Russell Hearn. He could see the danger. He was going to come wide and switch it over here. Then he was able to go back in middle and straighten up, as Jason called, the way he probably should have went in the first place anyhow. But they've got their strength in the middle of the North Geelong side.
So in the middle again, Yates doing ruck work against Weiss. Weiss gets it down to Russell Hearn. Off a step, goes to half forward. And in the way there is Roberts for Thomson at centre half back. Roberts now kicks it long over the centre, and well, it fell in the arms there of Joshua Coley, waiting at the back of the pack. The ball carried a bit further than players thought, and has taken the mark. Chips it towards full forward. Troy Feldman it is. I was going to say Troy Maharis, but Troy Feldman comes back. He's tackled, gets a handball clear to Bromley on the ground as he's kicked it off the ground, but unfortunately in the way there for North Geelong is Brad Scown. Goes long to the defensive side of the ground. The ball lands just inside the field of play between wing and half forward and has drifted over the boundary line. So North out of trouble temporarily, and they lead by a goal. We've been going 8.5 minutes, almost 9 into the second quarter as the boundary umpire puts the ball into play. As goes forward for Thomson. Good tap there, Christian Highland. Little handball back to Stone. Stone kicks it to, well, weight of numbers. It's all North Geelong back there. Handball over from Rob Tajani. Finally comes back to Brett Fisher. Goes long, very, very long. Is it going to be inside the field of play? Yes, it just is. Kennedy takes the mark. Must have been inches inside the boundary line there. And now I've got a feeling...
Might be turnovers.
Just the man on the mark in Jason Stein was put to ground. I don't know whether that's allowable, but the game goes on. Handball comes for North to Friars into the middle of the ground. Roberts attacks the footy. Glorious kick there to the full forward position. I would have thought perhaps a free kick, but not paid there to Troy Maharis. And North again, they come wide. That's a free kick down the ground.
Gets
And
Coley, I think.
So the free kick has certainly gone to Hesselwood. between wing and halfback flank. Just chips it over the top. Player making good position there is Dave Tajani. And Tajani now for North. Terrible kick by him, looking for his brother there, was it, or Sanders? Sanders gets around well. He's a left footer, kicks it back into the corridor. All vision. North Geelong there. Brad Scown takes the mark, plays on quickly. Russell Hearn takes the mark, diving forward inside the 50-metre arc. And North Geelong looking very good in this second quarter against the Brews. They're using the footy well, and they have an opportunity now to increase the lead that they already have. So Russell Hearn, already a goal to his credit, moves in. Oh, he's really tried to kick the cover off that. He's going to barely get the distance. I think. What is it? Wait for the goal umpire. It is a goal. So, gee whiz, up and under, but he's got there. So second goal to Russell Hearn, and it increases the North Geelong lead. 7-3-45. They lead Thomson 5-3-33. Raiders Bingo second quarter scoreboard, 11 minutes gone.
Boy, they're having a go, this North Geelong side. They've come here with one mission today. Let's get in and get the footy. We might not have all the skills, but if we've got the footy, we can control it. I'm impressed with the way they're coming out of the back line, the North Geelong side. They're kicking it long. Fishers, I've just watched a couple of Brett Fisher's kicks. They've been covering 50 metres and finding the target on both occasions. That's important.
Back to the middle. Weiss gets it down again, but Highland roves the pack, runs through the middle, goes long, lead on by Maharis. That's Troy, takes the mark. Great mark too. And we'll shoot for goal, 45 metres out, slide angle.
Troy Feldman's got a bit of a limp up. I don't know if he's 100% fit.
Standing just beside the mark, Troy Feldman. As Troy Maharis will shoot for goal.
They need a goal here, Laurie, don't they?
They do, definitely. And he's in the right spot. He's a left footer.
We'll come in now. They're 12 points behind Thomson. This for his first of the afternoon. Comes in. No doubt about it. Straight through the middle from Troy Maharis. So that is his first, the sixth for Thomson. They go to 6-3-39. They trail North Geelong 7-3-45. Raiders Bingo second quarter scoreboard, 12 minutes played.
Well, they really need that, Laurie, to just steady them down, didn't they? They'd got 2 goals behind, and they could have been rattled.
Yeah, they certainly did, and it just finished in the right guy's hands and in the right perfect spot, and he slotted a nice goal through there.
Interesting aspect, Christian Highland doing very nice in the middle of the ground.
Yes, he is. He's got 2 or 3 clearances this quarter, which have been very vital.
So back in the middle with umpire Farnsworth. 12 and a half minutes into this second quarter. The ball goes up. Neither ruckman get a clear tap down, but Christian Highland took the ball away, gets it onto the boot to centre half forward. Well, Gibbs pushed it along the ground, but good work down O'Connor. Intercepted that, kicks it off the ground towards full forward. But unfortunately, the only person there was Joe McDermott. He kicks wide, looking for Brad Scan. And, well, I think if he was playing cricket, he wouldn't be very impressed with dropping that catch. But he did, diving full length, and it's over the boundary line. Just outside the 50-metre arc, half-forward flank for Thomson. Kicking to the eastern end in this quarter, up high. Weiss down once again to Highland. Does well, handball to Hood. His handball is intercepted. Highland comes back, and Brad Scan and Hood exchanging pleasantries out on the boundary there on the other side. There's a ball picked up by Ferguson. Away he goes. He's had one bounce. Brilliant speed. Kicks towards half forward. Harrington can't take the mark. Roberts from behind picks up the crumb. Kicks it forward. Coley takes the mark. Quickly over to Nick Maharis. Comes around on the left foot. A decent sort of a shepherd behind there from Hasselwood on Coley. But in the meantime, Troy Feldman, 30 metres from goal, has taken the comfortable mark over his head. And I don't think Hasselwood endeared himself to too many of the fans here, because it was a long way off the footy. However, Josh Coley is up. Troy Feldman now moves in. It's not a bad looking kick, as it just got inside or outside the big sticks. It looks like... yes, 2 hands from the goal umpire. So Thomson are back. Troy Feldman's first, the 7th for Thomson. 7-3-45 Thomson, dead level with North Geelong. 7-3-45 Raiders Bingo. Second quarter scoreboard, 14 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, that was a nice goal from Troy Feldman, and I think halfway through that first quarter he got a heavy knockdown there, and I think he just might have been suffering from that. And he's a confidence player, and if he can catch the footy and kick goals, that's what he does best.
So back to the middle. Yates has gone to full forward. Oakley to run in the ruck now against Weiss. Umpire throws the ball in the air, and Oakley gets it down, but rove by Hearn, can handle on to Sanders, but he got wrapped up. Ferguson's there against Sia Rocco. Can't pick it up. Sia Rocco, he can't either. Now it falls in the hands Off to Jani, gets it away towards Friars, goes to centre half forward. Scan makes up a bit of ground at the back. He can run in 30 metres and closing. Should kick the goal and does. Brad Scown has put his first on the board, and a quick reply from the Magpies. They go to 8.3.51. Thomson 7.3.45. Raiders bingo. Second quarter scoreboard 15 minutes in the second term. Bit of action.
Well, it certainly is.
Non-stop.
I know there's a little bit of breeze out there today, but by gee, the little crummers are having a field day out here today of both sides. They're crumming beautifully, the North Geelong players and even the Thomson players. When the crumbs are there, they're flying in on them.
You come onto the ground, Laurie, and saw this happening, you wonder where the defence was. The defence seems to be in diabolical trouble from both sides. But back in the middle again with umpire Farnsworth, about to put the ball in the air, which he now does. Well, the whistle on play again, and unfortunately Troy Feldman heading goalwards, but the free kick had been paid. Obviously not an advantage kick, as again North Geelong into the centre square. That's a much better kick from Dean Oakley to half forward Troy, at least Nick Maharis can't take the mark. Handball comes, well, Hood tried desperately to keep that ball in the field of play, couldn't do so, and the ball is out of bounds. Half forward flank for Thomson on the outer side here at Godfrey Street. 16 minutes gone in the second quarter. Nick Maharis backhands the ball toward the goal. Stone, if he can pick it up, he's away. Luck is an absolute fortune because Brett Fisher was 10 metres behind Andrew Yates. A miss kick from Shane Stone. You've got to say that, Laurie, surely?
Yeah, that's true.
It's fallen straight into the arms of Andrew Yates on his own, on the 10-metre line, and he's taken the mark. So Yates now moves in and has very comfortably kicked his second goal. So it's tied the game up again. 8 goals, 3 apiece on the Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard. 17 minutes gone. So you can't get any better than this, Laurie.
No, it's very exciting, and it's good football out there too. Both sides have certainly fit enough to keep going. I think there's some good runners on both sides. They're prepared to run the footy. It's just the side that can probably eliminate some of the crucial turnovers. They'll probably get a bit of a break.
Well, you think it's one of those games where somewhere, at some time through the game, there'll be a break made, but so far we haven't been able to find it.
Well, I think Thomson have trying very, very hard around the middle. They've got the good players in there and they're getting a lot of clearances. They're trying to do it, but the North Geelong defence is just working overtime there to keep them in the game.
So umpire Wheelerham with the ball for Jamie Weiss and Dean Oakley. Throws it in the air. Weiss gets it down, but Highland again. Another centre clearance to half-forward flank. Nick Maharis against Hesselwood. Oh, Nick Maharis, great mark, plays on, missed its target. The handball was to Stone. Hesselwood kick off the ground towards Ferguson, tries to tap it onto Hearn. Oakley runs through the middle, rides the bump, gives it away to Sia Rocco, gives it to O'Connor by hand. Right foot kick towards half-forward. McDermott from behind, over the back, Troy Maharis. Hood there as well. They both muck it up though. McDermott comes back, played for a free kick, didn't get one. Hood can tap it back to Troy Maharis. He got one over the shoulder.
Hoody's got it.
And we'll take the free kick.
I think there's areas on the ground, Laurie, that are a little bit firmer than others. That ball seems to be bouncing a little awkwardly on some occasions.
Yeah, that could be true.
So Hood, who has kicked 2 goals this afternoon, will shoot for goal from 30 metres out on the boundary line, on the right side for a right footer, and he's usually pretty good.
I think there's no exception.
I think he's put it through. He has for his 3rd of the afternoon. And the 9th for Thomson. They go to 9.3.57. They lead. North Geelong 8.3.51. Raiders bingo. Second quarter scoreboard. 18.5 minutes played.
Well, probably it's the first time almost in the game, Laurie, from whence the scores have been level that Thomson have been able to kick to the front.
Yes, I just sense they're just trying very hard to get on top, Eric, and use this little bit of wind assistance they've got. Their footy's pretty good at the moment, so they've just got to make sure they kick it through the goals.
So 19 minutes into the second quarter, the ball goes in the air again. Oakley, the tap down. This time, Coley tackled very high, and what's happened here? The umpire, well, they're just, for some reason, advantage rule seems to have gone out the window, Laurie, because neither umpire prepared to allow the advantage.
I'm not sure what that was.
Well, the free kick was definitely tagged too high, Coley, no doubt about that.
No one wants to mark him now.
Nobody's on the mark, so, and that's the players are confused, I think. That's the problem. But Coley now takes the free kick, goes to centre half forward. All North Geelong flying for the footy. It comes to ground, and also at ground level is Jamie Weiss. Kicks it over the head there of his teammate on centre wing. Baxter, handball backwards to Stein. Handball back to O'Connor. Now O'Connor finally gets a foot to the footy. This, well, players are running pretty hard at the footy. Picked up by Tajani. Over the top there to Weiss. Weiss to the lead of half forward, and it's Harrington. And on the fingertips has taken the marks. He's got Brad Scown streaming for the footy at half forward. But, well, it finally comes into his arms. He gets a handball looking for Sanders. He weaves, he ducks. He's tackled pretty high. But the umpire, well, probably he held the ball for a long time. The tackle was high, so he's called it a 50-50. He's going to ball it up 30 metres in front of the North Geelong goal at the 20-minute mark of the second quarter. Big pack of players around the football as the umpire again puts it in the air. Oakley and Weiss tap down. Good work there by Kennedy. And he's pinged him for throwing the footy. Good tackle on that occasion, and the tackle rewarded. Stein, a free kick. Handball quickly to Forbes. On the left foot goes to the middle of the ground. Over the top there, over Coley. Scown going for the player instead of the ball.
That's advantage.
Why did they not pay that advantage? It's got... I'm completely bemused by the decisions of allegedly senior umpires.
What are you laughing at?
Well, I think, Jace, the players get totally confused in this situation.
Yeah.
Like they've gone on with the game and they're not allowed to play. Well, the free kick handball taken by Coley to Forbes to Aitchison. And Aitchison, well, hasn't turned it over. The mark dropped on half forward. Scown coming through from half-back flank does well. Picks it up. Short kick looking for Hearn. He's got a teammate out there also. Russell Hearn finally gets the footy, but very, very close. In fact, over the boundary line, according to the boundary umpire, as Ferguson hands the ball back to the boundary umpire. True centre wing, outer side here at Godfrey Street. Ball comes in again. Heselwood doing some ruck work against Oakley. Comes to the back of the pack. Mitchell goes without the footy. Dragovic a long way up from goal. Handball to teammate. Finally comes to Sanders. He kicks to half forward. Oh, Roberts almost a great mark from behind. Roving the pack there was Weiss. He gets around an opponent. Gets the ball to half forward. But in the way there is Forbes for Thomson. Kicks to half forward. Mark almost brought down by Yates. Can't control it. Comes out to Hood. Hood, little handball to Christian Highland. He's heading goalwards, eludes two players, puts it on the foot, and a magnificent individual effort there, Christian Highland. He's kicked the goal, and Thomson kick a little further in front. Good teamwork there by the Thomson forwards as the 10th goal goes on the board. 10-3-63, Thomson. They lead North Geelong. 8-3-51, Raiders bingo. Second quarter scoreboard, 22 and a half minutes gone.
Well, I've got to tell you, Christian Highland's had a terrific second quarter, and he's finding a fair bit of form, and if he can find a bit of form for the Thomson side for the rest of the season, he's going to be a great player for them. He has been over the years, but I think his form has just been down a tad. But today, in this particular corner, he's going very well.
So back to the middle. Oakley up against Weiss. Umpire throws the ball in the air now. Weiss gets it down again. Sanders to run onto it. Harrington's there as well. Oh, shuffle the handball beautifully to Sanders. Back towards Dragosevic coming out on a lead. Zitko's there as well. Gets around on the left foot. Goes towards goal. And it's out of bounds in the left forward pocket for a boundary throw-in.
The white boot's not working too well today.
No.
He hasn't seen much of it Mazza today yet.
You're right. He came up and gave us the good oil before the game.
Nearly worn out. Kicked too many goals.
Kicked too many goals, the white boots. He needs a new pair. Boundary throw in. Left forward pocket. Heselwood tried to kick it out of mid-air. Didn't get close. Dragosevic. He's wrapped up as he tries to go towards goal. Pack develops again. And the central umpire will come in and ball it up. Just about 10 or 12 metres out from the North Geelong goal. And they need one. They trail by 2 goals. Nearly into time on in the second term. Ball up. Heselwood tapped over the back towards Dragosevic in the middle. Handball back towards Harrington. Riley chopped it off now to Tajani. Pretty close to the boundary line. Or Stein tried to throw him into the fence. Coley goes towards Oakley. Takes the mark. Handball pass to Nick Maharis on the boundary line. Right foot kick towards the leader Yates. Got a hand to it. Punched away by Fisher. Now Mitchell. Good play again by Fisher. Gibbs is there. Gibbs towards the boundary line. And it will be a boundary throw in. So on centre wing. Boundary throw in. Oakley and Weiss do the ruck work. Goes towards Weiss, towards Nick Maharis at the front of the pack. Right foot kick towards centre half forward over the back. Hood can run onto it. 20 metres out. Will it sit for him though? Coming through Highland. Gave a great little shepherd. It might fall towards Highland again. Over the top. Needs a handball away. Umpire says play on now. Handball came back towards Fries. He's under pressure. Hood there again. Has he kicked the goal off the ground?
Yeah, Hood.
Brett Hood has kicked his fourth. He has. And Tempest becoming a bit frayed here at both ends of the ground. Brett Fisher, Andrew Yates, Troy Maharis in the goal square, but Brent Hood, fourth goal. And the 11th for Thomson. They go to 11-3-69, and they lead North Geelong 8-3-51. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, 25 minutes played.
So I suppose you can understand Tempest getting a bit fried. There's a fair bit hanging to the game, isn't there?
Oh, and it's a pressure game. Both sides are going in hard for the footy, and it's bound to flare up from time to time. Hoodie's gone down there. I think he's okay. I think
the problem was a few of the Thomson boys weren't very happy about the tackle on Hood, and that's fair enough. He was laying on the ground.
Yep.
Now there's players pointing at the umpire, there's umpires pointing at players, and umpire Wheelerhand's in the middle of the ground waiting for, I don't know what he's waiting for, because everything's in order, as now moves back to the centre circle, puts the ball in the air once again, and good tap down there by Weiss, running onto the footy is Stone, handball over the top wide, goes to, that was Baxter out there, kicks to half forward, O'Connor picked up the crumb, hooks it forward off the right foot. Oh, terrible effort at getting to the footy there by Joey McDermott, and maybe pay the penalty as Troy Maharis. Long handball back into the corridor. Russell Hearn, he can't pick the footy up. Coley, handball to Yates. Yates is besieged by North Geelong players, and finally Hesselwood comes clear with the football. All Thomson back in the middle, 3 against 1 for Harrington, and he gets now some assistance from a teammate in Tajani, but Thomson through weight of numbers by handball out to Nick Maharis on centre wing. Got plenty of time to have a look. The kick off the boot is terrible. Coley can't take the mark, too low. Handball back to Shane Stone. He's got a player loose on the half-forward flank. It's gone into the arms of Christian Highland. He's had a pot shot from 40 and missed to the left. So a bad miss for Christian Highland. No opposition, but it is a behind to the Thomson side. Might be handy at the end of the day. 11-4-70. They lead North Geelong 8-3-51. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard. 27 minutes gone.
I haven't seen Christian Highland so hot for a while, because even he's going down into the goal square. He put a lovely block on a player there before, and nearly caused a goal for these teams. So he's really fired up today.
Gibbs from fullback for North Geelong looks to go to the outer side half-back flank. Hesselwood there over the back, no mark taken, but second effort by Feldman was good to Stone from a step 40 metres out towards the goal square. No mark taken. Troy Maharis, O'Connor in there. Gibbs fighting against a couple. Free kick found for a hold. Gibbs right in the last line of defence. Terrible kick off the boot towards Highland again. Gets around, handball to O'Connor. 20 metres out. Right foot kick.
He's kicked it.
Has he just put it in?
He
was pretty close. And it's through for a goal. So Dan O'Connor's first is the 12th for Thomson. They go to 12-4-76. And they lead North Geelong 8-3-51. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, 28 minutes played.
I think the crowd getting a bit involved, Laurie. There's a lot hanging to this.
There's a bit of life in it now. And that's probably just a bit of a break they were looking for too, Eric. It's a 4-goal bit of a spell there now, so North Geelong side have got all the work ahead of them now.
Yes, certainly, and this is where lack of quality players probably tells, Laurie.
Exactly.
Side. In the middle, the ball goes up. Oakley on this occasion gets a tap down, only as far as Ferguson. He's tackled. Handball comes out looking for Scown. Runs onto the footy, does well. Runs to 50. Handball over the top looking for a teammate, but Nick Maharis in the road there. Scown's followed up. There's Ferguson with his brilliant pace again. Picks it up. Magnificent effort. If that's a goal, that's a Nelly's goal of the day. Fantastic effort from Andrew Ferguson. Just a brilliant effort, solo effort, and he's kicked the 9th for North. 9-3-57. But they trail Thomson 12-4-76. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, 29 minutes gone. Well, you'd have to nearly describe it, Laurie. That was just sensational.
Oh, well, it was, mate. Looking fair dinkum, the explosive speed. I mean, he's at rate of knots. He picks the ball up and he's gone. I used to always say you put your 5 quick steps in. He puts about 50 quick steps in, and that was a sensational goal. He's a sensational player.
So 3 goals to Ferguson, and they trail again by 19 points, North Geelong. Pretty close to siren time, 29.5 minutes played in the second term. Weiss against Oakley. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Oakley gets it down towards Feldman in the middle. Gets a kick away towards a Coley. Coming out Mitchell as well. Might be a turnover. Weiss on centre wing. Kick off the ground. Foot race. He and Feldman. They go towards half forward. Weiss keeps it in front of him. Gains another 20 metres. Then kicks it off the ground. Harrington comes across in support. Wrapped up. Then got it away. Weiss' second effort was really good. Gave it away to Tajani. He left it behind. Weiss should have taken it himself maybe. And Tajani wrapped up.
The poor Jamie's had it.
His hands on knees at half forward.
That was
Good run from
it was a great effort. It was a great running effort.
All around, he's run 75 metres backwards and forwards. So it's a foot race.
So I think there is some excuse for that poor handball.
So ball up, half forward flank, North Geelong into attack. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Weiss and Oakley do it again. Oakley gets it down, goes towards Ferguson, taps it towards, Feldman in the end, and Nick Maharis to run onto it. Hearn around him, Ferguson taps him over. Now see a Rocco on centre wing. Right foot kick towards half forward. Fisher got a hand to it. Now he needs to settle against Hood. Right foot kick. Back to whence it came. Oakley attacks it. Does well. Can't take it though. Scown comes through. Looks for a handball back to Tajani. Dave Tajani gets around. Doesn't know where to go. Left foot kick over the top. Short towards Weiss. Has to make a bit of ground again. He takes the mark. Jamie Weiss does very well.
He'll be happy when the siren goes.
He will be. Now he chips the ball towards Scown again. He'll have to hold it. Highland's right next to him now. He holds the ball up. Still in the middle of Godfrey Street. Chips the ball over the top towards Harrington. Terrible kick. Lucky that he got half a shepherd, I think, from Sanders. And he took the mark, Harrington, because Baxter was bearing down on him. Now Kane Harrington thought short. Then goes towards, terrible kick though in the end, and was looking for Sanders. Hesselwood in there fighting hard for it. Thomson defence working overtime. They bottle it up, and the umpire will come in and ball it up.
Where's the water boy? Jamie wants a drink.
So ball up, still 45 metres out from the North Geelong goal. Another one here would be nice for the Magpies before half-time. Ruck contest. Oakley and Hesselwood. Oakley gets it down towards Baxter. And Thomson with the numbers. Handball comes out towards Troy Feldman. Wide open spaces on centre wing, O'Connor and Wilson. And I think the experience of Feldman just wanted the safety of the boundary line there and found it.
Very intelligent kick, Laurie, because there's a wall of 4 North Geelong players across there. Troy gained 30 metres and got it over the boundary line.
Yeah, that's experience for you.
Boundary throw in. Oakley takes it out of the ruck contest. Handball towards Feldman. Can he finish it off with a good kick? He elects, well, he's going to handball. Now he does kick to the lead of Troy Maharis. Sensational kick. And Troy Maharis has won so far this afternoon. We'll have a set shot from 50.
Nothing McDermott could do there.
No, it was a beautiful kick. Troy measured that beautifully. He just saw Troy just get enough on the lead at 5 steps in front, landed it right in front of him.
So Troy Maharis, who's kicked 1 this afternoon, a chance for the 10th for the 13th for Thomson. He comes in and he's missed it to the far side and through for 1 behind. So they go to 12-5-77 Thomson, and North Geelong 9-3-57. Raiders bingo, second quarter scoreboard, 33 minutes played.
So Chris Fryer's doing the kicking in on this occasion for North Geelong. Goes long, doesn't get hold of it too well, unfortunately, but he's I guess the benefits of playing in front. Russell Hearn was in front and took the mark against his opponent there, Troy Feldman. Chips it wide. He's got a player loose out there, and Tajani has taken the mark uncontested as Troy Feldman again gets back to guard the mark. Chips it forward again, looking for Harrington. It's too far for him, and off Roberts' hands, it's over the boundary line. Centre wing out of side at the 33-minute mark. So I suppose we've had about 13 goals for the quarter, so it is a long quarter. Dean Oakley gets rid of an opponent with the body, handballs back into the corridor, but Wilson attacks the footy, picks it up, gets it as far as Aitchison. He can't handle it. He's got the ball under him. He'd be careful. It could be ping for holding the footy. No, said the umpire as he blows the whistle. And on half-forward flank now for North Geelong, the ball will be put in the air. So Aitchison perhaps to do the ruck work. As the ball goes up, Aitchison, as the siren sounds at the 34-minute mark in the second quarter. It is half-time here at Godfrey Street, and on the Raiders bingo scoreboard, Thomson 12 goals, 5-77. Lead North Geelong at half-time, 9 goals, 3-57.
Thomson kicked 8 goals, 2 in that second term. North Geelong managed 5 straight goals. It's 20 points of difference at half-time. Goal kickers for Thomson: 4 to Brent Hood, 2 to Andrew Yates, and singles to Dan O'Connor, Josh Coley, Troy Maharis, Troy Feldman, Dean Oakley and Christian Hyland. While for North Geelong, 3 to Andrew Ferguson, 2 each to Russell Hearn and to Kane Harrington, singles to Marty Sanders and Brad Scown. 20 points of difference at half-time. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the second half action of our Matchday Live coverage this afternoon between Thomson and North Geelong. You listen to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.